I finally did it. And no, I'm not talking about getting the backyard water feature up and running for the summer. No, what I'm talking about is over there in the woodshed. Today is the last day of May. It was 88 degrees today. Yesterday it was 87. So I finally shut down the outdoor wood boiler. The Woodmaster 4400 is shut down for the season. I did this yesterday afternoon. There was still a little bit of a fire going. Yeah, and there's actually still a good amount of heat coming off those coals and remaining ashes in there. Oh yeah. So there is still, the ashes are still a little hot. So I'm gonna have to probably wait another day or two to let those fully burn down. I should probably just leave the door cracked open a little bit. So the process is fairly simple. I know back a few months ago when I was still running this thing, like in March and April, some of you were asking, what happens when you shut it down? What do you do to shut down your outdoor wood boiler? And the Woodmaster 4400 here is actually a pretty simple process. It involves three things. Well, three things that I do, and I will show you what they are right now. So you can see we are still, the water temperature in the water jacket is still at 155. But what I end up doing is I let the fire go out as much as I can. As you can see, it's still burning up. There's still some hot coals in there like I showed you. But I just let the fire go out. I quit adding wood to it. And then what I do is I shut off the fan. So the fan will not come on and not turn on when the water temperature drops to 160. And then the next step is, right down here is the main power switch. And I flip that off. And what that does is that stops the pump that circulates the water throughout the entire system. And now you can see the water temperature is off, everything shut down. So the fan is turned off, the main power is cut off, which turns off the pump on the back. And the last thing, I guess, actually there may be more than three things. The next thing I do is I top off the water. So I make sure that the water jacket on the inside is completely full and topped off with water. And then I will climb up and put a cap on the chimney. But I think I will wait to do that until all of these coals are burned out on the inside. So as long as there's still heat in there, I want to let that heat have a free path up and out and not block that off. So that is all there is to it. Shut down the fan, shut down the power, top the water, and put the cap on the chimney. And then we're good to go for the summer. So I'm sure some of you are wondering why I kept the boiler going as long as I did. And one of the reasons is just through the month of May, sometimes, there are those few occasions. Actually this year we had quite a few nights where we were down into like the 40s, mid 40s. And so it's just nice to have that chill taken out of the air in the house in the morning. And the other big benefit is just heating the domestic hot water. So it preheats the water that goes into the water heater. So the water heater doesn't have to work. And so the water is nice and hot. So now throughout summer, no, we're not going to be taking cold showers. It's just that now we will be using the water heater to heat the water in the house and not the boiler. There were also some questions concerning the woodshed here and the wood that we ran in with the Easton Made 37D with the attached conveyor. So all of this wood that is stacked down this side right here, that all is wood for 2 years from now. Some of you were wondering why I didn't stack this wood to get more of it in. This is the wood that I will be burning this fall. And I just don't see that big of a benefit in stacking this stuff just because I won't gain that much more. I mean, yes, I'll get a little bit more in here, but the plan will be once I start burning in the fall and I start burning through this and all this is gone, I will have all of my IBC totes from the wood yard filled with ready to burn wood that I can then just bring in here and probably bring in 2, 3 at a time and then have like another 6 on standby. So I can just keep rotating in the IBC totes, and that'll be how I get all the wood throughout the winter. Now 2 years from now, when I fill this up, just like I did this year, I'll do the same thing. And 2 years from now, what will happen is whatever wood is in here, I'll burn through that, and then I will start using the wood that is stacked over here in the woodshed. So I'm just putting in 4 rows this year, just to allow plenty of air flow between each row. So we've got, this is the last video. This is all the wood that I split with that 5-way box wedge. You can see some of the paint coming off the push plate. So we have to get these 2 rows filled in, and then this last row here, and then we'll fill up the front, and this woodshed will sit. It'll look nice and neat from sitting over by the pond to look over here and see the nice stacked wood. And again, this will be in here for 2 years before we start burning it. This wood that's been sitting in the wood yard for a couple years, that stuff's ready to go. So that's what we will be starting to burn this fall. So just a quick little update video today on the outdoor wood boiler, the Woodmaster 4400. It is now officially shut down for this heating season. The 2022-23 heating season has officially come to an end. We'll wait now until probably the beginning of October, the first week of October, maybe the last week of September is when we will fire this up again. And then the 2023-2024 burning season will begin. But overall, it's a fairly simple process, a fairly simple unit to run. It's pretty easy. Like I said, you turn off a few switches. I am going to wait. I'll let those ashes, give them another day maybe. Once they kind of cool down, I'll shovel them out. I'll clean out all the ashes, vacuum the inside, get everything out, shut the door, seal off the top chimney, put the cap on that, and let it sit for 3 months. 3 months? Yeah. June, July, August. 4 months. 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. But tomorrow night on the Back 40 live stream, Friday Night Live at 8 p.m. Central, I'm thinking since the water is in the water feature over there, the pond, the pool, whatever you want to call it, the water's in. So I'm thinking if we go into overtime tomorrow night, I'm thinking somebody is going to have to go in the water. Who should it be? Leave me down in the comments your vote. Should the little boss man jump in? Should I jump in, or should Amanda jump in? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night on the live stream. Tune in, check it out, come and hang out, have a good time, kick off the weekend, and see who, if anyone, well, actually, I think if it's going to be as warm as it is, I think that somebody is going to need to go in the water. So let me know down in the comments who it should be, and then tune in tomorrow night for the live stream to see if it happens.